What is a family? This is a very complicated question because in the society we see different kinds of family, including married couples, step families, single parent families, multi-generational families, child-free families, and same-sex couples. So all those different families, they share some commonalities but also very different. However, we can find out the family are usually related by ancestry, marriage, or adoption. So a family has the following feature. First, family members form an economic unit, which means they will live under the same roof, share the same resources, and also they will care for the young. Second, family usually consider they are together, which means they belong to the same group. So this is their identity. Third, family usually lasts for a long time, which means they are relatively stable. For example, if you live with your roommate, you wouldn't consider your roommate family if you two only live together for maybe a year or two. So family has different kind of function. The first is reproductive function, which means a male and female, they are together to give birth to a new child. But just make sure reproductive function is not necessary to become a family. Also economic function, which means people living under the same roof, they will share resources together, they will taking care of the children. Third, socialization function. People in the same family, they will share the same core values, they will learn ways of behaving, they will influence each other on worldview, values, ideologies. Also, family is the first environment we learn our language. Family is also our identity, whether it is ethnicity or nationality. So, there are two different main forms of family. One is nuclear family. Nuclear family are typically two-generation family, including parents and children. So they are very common in individualist culture. For example, in US, a lot of people, they will live with their nuclear family, which means kids will live with their parents, but are less likely to live with their grandparents. Another kind of family is extended family. So a lot of your relatives can be considered family if you think they are in the extended family. For example, parents, in-laws, children of in-laws. They can also consider to be part of the family. But this kind of extended family are more common in collectivist culture, such as a lot of Asian culture, including Korean, China, or even Mexican culture. Another less common but still we see more this kind of family is think family. Think means double income, no kids. So right now we have a lot of young couple. They are busy making money and enjoy themselves. They don't have time to give birth to new children. In this case, they are called think family. Family is how we define our heritage, but there is some kind of cultural difference in how we use family to define our identity. It's typically represented in the name order. So for example, in English, our typical name is given name plus family name. For example, Tom Brady. Individual identity is your first name, your given name, Tom. So Brady is your family. In an individualist culture, your individual identity comes first. But in a collectivist culture such as Chinese culture, family name comes first, given name comes next. So you probably heard about Yao Ming, the famous Chinese basketball player. Yao Ming is actually a typical order of Chinese name. Yao is a family name, Ming is a given name. So in this case, in a Chinese culture, the family identity matters most, which is why they put the family name first, given name last.